Hello, my name is Stoll and here is my YouTube story. It started far, long away. I was 13 at the time and I was thinking I would be the next Mr. Beast, create this big entertainment channel, do vlogs, copy others, speak clearly and just look cool, would be appreciated by people. I never started when I was 13, because right now you're watching this channel and obviously it already exists. And the story is about 1,000 subscribers that I get, and we would get to them. But first, you need to know what I went through to actually understand me. This is why I created this video. Years were passing by. The thing that was holding me back was my camera. I had Samsung Galaxy J5 Prime, and I thought that this phone cannot record freaking videos. I was dreaming about iPhone 7 all the time. It was the most popular one. The camera was updated, everybody was excited, including me, but I was 13, wasn't making any money. Couldn't ask my parents for it because I'm not the guy that asks. So it was really sad for me not to start out at that young age, just because I was locking myself in my belief that this camera cannot produce the content that I want. Even though I tried it out, even though I created some video in my native language, and they're hidden now, for God's sake, I'm truly appreciated that they are, I never continued. I uploaded like 2 or 3, okay, let's say 10. So the years were passing by with my Galaxy J5 Prime phone in my hand, not recording any videos, just wasting my opportunities. Until I got an iPhone. It was an iPhone 13 Pro, and I have it with me. This nice guy, bro. Look at this. This beautiful phone was given to me at my 17th birthday, and I was blasting. And after 2 days, I realized that it's the same phone that I have previously. Yes, it does have better camera, but I still wasn't using it. Still, I was in need to try it out and to actually start my channel. I felt a need to use it, but I didn't know and didn't have this thought to record because my beliefs were so deep that I wasn't even thinking that I could become popular. But one day everything changed. It was specifically when I started learning about self-improvement. I discovered this guy called Hamza, and then Iman Gaji, and then Alex Hormozy. And this guy made the biggest role in my YouTube career. So I was randomly listening to a podcast of Alex Hormozy, The Game. While he's speaking with someone, he had some guest on the podcast. He was telling a story about soldiers. And I'm not gonna tell you the story about soldiers, but basically the learning lesson from the book Atomic Habits. And how do I know about it? Well, the night before listening to this podcast, I was reading the same exact story. He copied it 1-to-1 with some interpretations of his. It's the same knowledge that I got through reading. And I thought, whoa, everything clicked in the moment. Why can't I just tell the same story and get the same recognition and fame from it? This was the thing that changed everything. I wasn't thinking about the camera, about the setup. I was just thinking about the way of me repeating the same story. I still had the standards for recording and for thumbnails and for editing, so I did edit it. I did a thumbnail for it, and what I also did is I tried to cut it out. And this was the biggest mistake. Like, everything was bad. Was it a mistake really? It was just an experience. I thought I perfected, I thought I worked on it, I thought I opened a new realm. Also, I've been experiencing editing beforehand because I was editing some kind of clips before for myself, for my own library. I felt like I already knew it. Like, I'm confident enough to do it, but I wasn't. The first video always would be suck, and if you want to listen to the story that Hormozy said, you can go and watch it right now. Like, it's still public if you click oldest and hit on it. I changed the titles like 20 times, but the true title, I don't even remember what it was called, but it was a good start. It fired up this thing in me. It gave me a belief, a new belief, that he's not different than me, that I could do the same thing and that I could be a YouTuber. Day in and day out, I started producing the videos. And my inspiration was books. The lesson that I learned from the last night, I was just repeating to the camera with beautiful stories, while it's me not really understanding what they are about. It was in English. and English is not my first language. For that reason, the videos were bad, as always. It's the first videos, but it was the first 50th of them. And this is the next point of the story. When I realized, come on mom, I want to be a YouTuber. When I said it to her, this was a commitment. After uploading 50 videos, I truly thought that it is really nice for me to learn this and to improve in this and to become this YouTuber. I got my first 100 subscribers and I was truly happy that it happened. And I didn't learn any lessons from it, except testing the editing, testing the thumbnails, and also using AI for it. I used AI for my thumbnails and, if you go and look at it, professional dudes was saying that it was looking hell bad. I was thinking it was so cool that everybody would click on it. In fact, nobody noticed. I was uploading this, most people were saying that, oh, I thought you are some AI guy and you speak about AI. So I won't recommend to do the same thing. So this 50 videos was like a level 1 for me. Level 0 was to start. Level 1 was 50 videos. And then the level 2 comes in. Learning curve. It's time either to continue or to drop down. But I committed and I was still uploading them. The videos were getting better each time. I started to get some comments and some likes, some appreciations, and I was happy of my progress. So I done 50 more of them. In total there was 100. But the sad thing is that the growth didn't continue as much as I wanted. I uploaded 100 videos and there was 150 subscribers. And I was truly sad to see this. I was thinking that there is a time for the change, for me to finally realize something about YouTube that was holding me back from others, popular YouTubers. For that reason, I changed my niche. I joined the school community because of Hamza. Hamza was a big role actually in my story. He was a guy that inspired me to do it. He was not the main push. The main push was the story with Hormozy. But he was the one who was pushing me to upload this video and kept me motivated, which I'm really grateful for. I could stop at any moment, but I will never do. My topic was self-improvement. Like I said, because of Hamza and his influence and also books, they was mainly about self-improvement. This is what my period of life me interested from. It was 3 different topics. Wealth, health and relationships, and this is what my intro was about. And I thought it would be great to create videos about life, but as I've said, nobody was watching them. I even got my first 1K views on one video about girls, but it still wasn't satisfied enough. Okay, so my friend here, he broke a slider. He wanted to record it. And this is the things that we use now for recording. And I started with an iPhone, so interesting. Unlock before use, you dumbass. Don't click on the buttons again. So because of me watching Hamza, I joined this platform called Stoll. School.com. It's a platform where you can store online communities, and I just joined his. His was over 20,000 people when I joined. It was called Adonis Gang. It still exists. It has 120 now. And it was a forum where people were chatting about self-improvement and YouTube. And this is why I was starting to look into it. I discovered that Hamza has this product, Adonis School, which is like other community but is paid, and he was making decent money from it. So I thought, is it a great moment for monetization? No. I thought, I need to learn YouTube stuff from him. So let me actually join his program. But at the time, I thought that investment wasn't worth it, and I didn't. So I joined the free communities. Other one was called Synthesizers. And there was this dude called Andrew Kirby. And Hamza learned from it. So I thought, okay, this is cool. This is Hamza's mentor. He gave him this monetization tactic. He helped him. And so, I could learn from him for free. So I joined this group, and you know what? He had this cohort, 4 days cohort on how to monetize. But there was nothing about YouTube tactics. It was just about niching down. And I thought, okay, niching down. Should I niche my YouTube channel? And I already was researching, watching YouTube videos about how to grow the channel. I was thinking about how can I improve more. So I thought this niching down idea would be really cool. But I didn't know what would the niche would be. And there was this guy that was the most active guy in this community, Synthesizers, from Andrew Kirby. His name was John. He became my first mentor. Now, he created his own community, and I was joining the community of other people because Kirby was saying that, well, let's create communities, it's free, and let's monetize from it. And I wasn't really sure should I invest in that also. So I joined his community, and his community was about how to start making the first dollar online. And this was my story. Like, I've been a YouTuber for half of a year, and I thought, okay, maybe it's a start. Maybe when I should monetize, even though I don't have the big audience. But the thing that I knew from Hamza is that I'm not in need of money, so I would not push it that much. But for the progress-wise version of me, I just joined his community and started to speak with him daily. He had this accountability challenge that you were typing what do you want to achieve and what would you do, and you would keep the community updated daily. And so I picked a task for me to record videos and also to not use my phone for more than 2 hours. I started to report on it. And you know what? I never recorded that much videos in my life because it was daily. I was uploading them every other day, and I was really happy about the results that was coming. In fact, I was coming on a trip, and this trip was 3 weeks long. And it was in the mountains, there was no internet, there was no space for me to record, there was not the best environment. Just, I wanted to chill down. And for that reason I thought, let me record 17 videos up front. This was a big task, but with this challenge it was possible. Because recording every day and uploading every other, I had a pool of videos and I had a month for preparation, so exactly the same timestamps. I was waking up early, I was going to the open spaces where I can work and edit my videos daily, and I did this. I freaking done 17 videos up front and nobody noticed. I mean, the fact that nobody noticed is that my channel wasn't popular, but also nobody in comments mentioned that, oh, this video is recorded up front. Yeah. I actually realized that I can work hard, and I know how to work hard. And this breaks my other belief, that if I want to do something that I truly want, I can achieve it. So let's jump back to this guy, John. So I hopped on a call with him. He had a free call in his community. It was a reward for me actually making this challenge and recording the videos every day for 17 days, I guess, or 20 days or something. And I hopped on this call with him, and he offered me to work with him for $1. He said that he's taking these 3 guys to teach them and help them make their first dollar online. This was my first investment, and this was my first mentor. This is how I started working with him. And you know how many calls did we have after it? 1. I still had his WhatsApp, and I still was asking him questions, and getting a feedback from him was truly appreciated. But on this call, on this one call that I had, that I bought for $1, we decided about my niche. With his help, that my new niche, my first niche, would be to help people to improve their speaking skills on camera and to make them confident and to make them also upload 3 times per week on YouTube, which was many things for me to handle. I was basically a speaking coach in a sense. And so I started marketing my services. It was hard because nobody was interested in them and I wasn't getting any views. But I truly believe that I can achieve it. I started producing videos on them. This is after my trip, after I understood that I have a work ethic to do. And there was 0 growth. In fact, it was lower than the videos that I was doing previously. And I think the reason for it is that they were more broad and more people were interesting rather than in speaking skills. This guy was cool and we changed this niche, and I've seen that my views are not that high. Maybe it was a problem with my channel, I thought. Well, scrolling on a school and listening to Hamza saying that you need to get a mentor, that the greatest investment of your life would be a mentor, I joined this one school community. And I joined it for $1,000. And I joined it with help of school. I went on the school leaderboard, joined the free community of the guy named Hayden Ban. And this is a new guy in the story. I joined his community for free. He has a free community like Hamza do, and he was promoting a YouTube help. His community was all about YouTube. And he had a paid community, which I didn't know about. He also had a link where you can book a call with him to discover his services. But younger me was not understanding why there is this call. I thought that it would be for my help and for reviewing my channel or for whatever reason. It was saying discovery. I thought it would be cool to meet this guy. So I booked it. I was hopping on different calls with other creators from the Jans community, from school. So I basically kind of connected with people. I started to speaking to them, to actually asking them the questions why my channel doesn't grow that much. And so it was kind of another call for me. I wasn't expecting anything from it. I kind of knew what sales call was. When I hopped on Hayden's call, it wasn't about sales at all. He just looked at my channel, said where I'm bad at, and I truly thought that it is a great advice. I don't remember what the advice was. I have the recordings, but I think that the advice he gave me changed something, because nobody ever described it in that way. He was so honest with me. He wasn't trying to not to hurt me, you know. He wasn't trying to be a nice guy. He was giving me straight away facts, bullets that could improve it. And in the end, he mentioned something, that he has a paid offer for me. This guy was selling for what I thought was coaching one-to-one with me. It was a community. It was a community of like-minded individuals. And so what happened is he tried to sell to me. He said that he will refund if anything goes wrong. And with all of my mindset and emotions, and with clear facts that he's know what he do, and that he's growing, and that he's first at the leaderboards of the school community, and that Hamza says to invest in mentors, boom, 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 I bought from him. I believed him. And I joined his program, and he sent me the roadmap. I was really excited to start. I was thinking that I would be the best student of his, and that I would be the number one that would get results, because he only started out this offer and it was overcomplicated. I don't want to say it, but his program didn't help me. In fact, I started to do this Miro boards videos. This was after the niching down. I still had a niche about speaking, and I started to do this Miro boards videos. I started to make them longer, more unedited, and focusing on the things he was saying. But there were so many things. I've listened to it all, because the refund policy was that you need to listen to all the courses to refund it. So I started to watching this dude. I started to looking into his content, into his YouTube channel, into his school activity, and into his life, because I never knew him before, and I just bought from him just by him saying that he will refund me. And I realized that this guy is overcomplicated for me, that his program and all of the things that he do does not resonate with me. And what Hamza was mentioning is that if your mentor is not the person that you want to become, don't it let be your mentor. So I thought maybe I was doing a wrong decision, and something was coming to me. I was disbelieving. I was starting to doubt myself. The views wasn't coming. And I didn't stop. I went on another call. This time it was Igor Rupieta. This guy that created Winter Arc, you may know him. And what he done, he asked me these questions about where do I learn from. And I said that I have a mentor. His name is Hayden. And I started to saying bad words about him, that his program doesn't help me, that it's too complicated, that he doesn't respond to my messages. And I thought, why do I do this? Is it actually bad, or is it me not achieving my results? It was freaking bad, bro. Come on now. Like, he was saying that I was wrong, but he never said where I was wrong. And with Igor help, Igor told me that maybe this guy is trying to win school games and not to help others. Maybe he doesn't even know how does YouTube works if all of his people came from school leaderboards. With me, I found him on school, not on YouTube. And I thought, it may be true. I committed to try to get my money refunded. The story ends well because he refunded me, even though there was a fight, but I'm not going to mention it. He refunded the full price. So, I mean, it is what it is. You can judge him or you cannot. I just think he wasn't the right mentor for me. Maybe his program helps others. I don't know. So with Igor, I've seen a different way. I've seen that he's doing it absolutely cinematically. He's trying to give this kind of pleasure and entertainment factor to help people with a beautiful production. And I thought maybe it's the time to invest into camera or, improve my quality. And this is what happened. I totally was sad about me not working out with Hayden, and Igor actually asked me to join to his community, and I didn't because I was frustrated with school communities. But he gave me some understanding, and I thought that let me try quality, because I was doing this quantity all the time and uploading this bunch of videos. I was working my ass off to get them done, to be consistent, and I truly learned it. I did 150 at the point. But what I didn't do is I didn't rewatch them. I wasn't watching them at all. I was just thinking that something would happen if I upload them. And it wasn't. So I invested in mentors. I was listening to YouTubers. I was speaking to people, was having my offer, and also uploading videos. I tried many things. But then I joined Adonis School. Because I was so frustrated, I thought maybe Hamza is the right guy to learn from. I wouldn't say that his stuff helped me that much, but it surely helped. I kind of clarified my coaching offer. I made it better. But then something different occurred. On Igor's call, he mentioned that there is a guy that lives in my city and he's also a YouTuber in his community while he's selling to me. And I thought, let me look up to this guy. I had a recording of the call. His name was Shimon Futema. I hopped on the call with him like always and asked him questions about my business because he was doing this free business reviews. And he said that the thing that I need to do was market research, to ask people if they truly want to learn about speaking. And I never thought about it. Why would I why they just don't buy? Maybe, I don't know, even though Kirby was saying it, Hamza was saying it, and even Hayden, I still kind of didn't realize that there is a thing called market research. Nobody told me straight up forward what should I do. He gave me these questions to ask, and I was doing the free calls, obviously, and I was asking people what they want, what is their pain, and what they want to achieve. And I thought, okay, let me give it a try. Nothing worked for me so far, maybe this would help. I scheduled an appointment with Shimon in an open space where there is a studio and you can use cameras, basically the place I am right now. We meet up. So here is Shimon. Come on in. Give me an eyesight when you meet me. How did you find me as a person, and what did you thought about my YouTube channel?
Well, before we met, his YouTube channel was abomination. It was terrible. So someone had to jump into his life and, take control of that channel. And now look where you are.
Yeah, we're not talking about now yet, but it's a long story, 42 minutes already in recording. But yeah, I met this guy. And it was cool to actually learn from him and met somebody from school, IRL. It also broke one of my limited beliefs that people on internet does not exist. And so after me hopping on this call, I actually realized that none of them were answering that they want to get good speaking skills. In fact, all of them said that they want more views, more subscribers, and more people to watch their videos. And so the result of these calls, the market research, was that people were not interested in speaking skills. They were interested in getting views, in getting subscribers, engagement. The solution maybe was the speaking skills because they were speaking bad and their videos won't popped up. But also they were beginners, and beginners wasn't that committed. For that reason, Shimon told me to actually change my offer, and not in the way that I should do this and that, like John told me to, but in the way that I felt myself. And I changed it myself to help people, help YouTubers to grow their channel. I went more broader and more YouTube specialized, so there is kind of a niche in it, but it gave me more opportunities to open up and gave me more opportunities to make videos not only about speaking, but also about thumbnails, titles, and all of the things I'm interested in the current moment that would help to grow my younger. And this is advice from Hamza. He said, sell to the people that is your younger me, make the package for them. So I started to getting clients. My first client was free, and I really was happy to help him. The work wasn't feeling absolutely hard, and I felt really interested while at least advising him on how to make his YouTube better. And then I got the second client. He was also free, but I offered him a paid coaching after the free trial, and he agreed. And I was really happy. I started to getting my first money online. It was a work that I felt I'm doing from my heart and from my purpose. And they say when you get momentum, you don't stop. Like you grow everywhere. And so I did. I started to get in my first clients and my YouTube starting to popping off. Specifically the video about me uploading 200 videos and failing. I got, for the moment recording, 30,000 views on it. And I mean, this is a really good result. From this video, I gained more than half of my subscribers right now, and this is why I felt obligated to tell this story of my growth, and to inspire some of you, because, you know, great stories comes with great lessons. And I truly learned many things from this experience, and there is millions of blogs in front of me. But I achieved this 1K subscribers, and I'm truly grateful that I did. I feel like I achieved it. I feel that this is something that I'm working on, and this is something that I truly deserve, because I worked hard for it, and it was worth it.